Hey guys, it's Brian from Arrowhead Garage, and today the dog just jumped out of the truck. So everyone tells me you cannot remove the alternator out of an Armada or Titan through the bottom of the truck. You must go through the top. You got to undo the hoses. You have to undo the idler pulley to be able to get this out. I'm going to see if we can do it today, going from underneath the truck without pulling the wheel well, or without pulling the tire, without doing all that. Let's see if we can make this job easier than anyone else. So there's the puppies. You go puppies. You go puppies. You want to help Dad? You want to help Dad? No? You want to help Dad today? She doesn't want to help Dad today. Well, with that, let's get into fixing this Titan's alternator on today's Titan Tuesday. First things first, let's get these battery cables undone. So we're working with the electronics of the vehicle. Loosen these up. Take that off. That's our... No, that one's already loose. Well, there we go. Probably should add that to our list of shit to fix. We'll do it later. We're underneath the Titan now, and we're going to take off this skid plate. And I believe there's a 14 there, a 14 over there. Take those two off, and then up front, we got one there and one over there. And then this whole panel just slides out. So I lied. It is a 10 millimeter? Yeah, 10 millimeter for these bolts up here. That top part's done. Now these back ones. Now the back two are 10 millimeters as well, like the fronts, but you don't have to remove them all the way. Just loosen them up. Work this out, and down it comes. Now, a lot of videos show taking off the tire and then removing this whole inner fender well, but you just slip it off a little bit there. Right up there, there's a Phillips screw. Take that out. You can kind of move this out of your way, and that's what we're going to do. So let me get in there and I'll take care of that. All right, as you can see, we have this wheel turned all the way out. And as we come in here, hopefully you can see that what we've done, if you just kind of peeled back to that inner fender line, and now we can get in there to grab those electrical connections off of the alternator below. So I know you probably can't tell, but I'll point these out to you. So there's 3 connections on the back side of this alternator. You're just going to have to feel around for it. First one, you have that big red cover right there. That's your main. You're going to take that off. Next is your little electrical clip. That's going to be a pain in the ass to unclip it, but you just push down the center and pull, and you have a grounding nut to take off, and that's right there. So you have those 3 connections, and just get on your back and get up in there and take those 3 things off. That's going to be our next step. So I'll get that done. Next thing we're going to do is remove the serpentine belt. And if you can see right there, there's a 14 millimeter nut. That's the tensioner. You're going to push it down, and then you can just kind of slip that belt off. That right down there is where that alternator's at. So you take this belt off. So let's get a 14 millimeter and a breaker bar, and we'll push down on that, and we'll unloosen the belt. All right, let's get in there. All right, there's 2 bolts. There's this one right here that's part of a bracket. I believe that there's going to probably be a 12 millimeter. And then there's one right above there, which we'll have to get from the top, I believe. So we'll take this one out, and then we'll take the other one out. That top bolt's right there. Let me zoom in and see if I can show you a little bit better. That one right there, we're going to take off. Now, that top bolt, she's a big one. That's a 14 millimeter. So take that and put it off to the side. You'll need it to put the new alternator in. All right, let's go back underneath here and see this bracket right here. I've already pulled one bolt out. There's another bolt right over here. That's what it looks like. Take out both those bolts so you can remove that bracket so you can get access to that alternator. So with that, you should be able to reach up in here and just wiggle it and pull it down and out. And get in here a little bit better. See, that's where that big bolt goes in right there. That's their main support bolt for that alternator. So once you get that bolt out and those 2 bolts on that bracket, you can then pull this whole thing out lickety split without having to take off the wheel or everything else up top. And There it is. Proof that you can take the alternator out of a Titan or Armada from the bottom without having other hassles. More dog gloves. More. You're helping me now. Now you want to help. Now the puppy wants to help. Thank you, honeys. Thank you. Dad's recording. Puppies. We got our new one. I remanufactured one from CarQuest, and there's our original. Now I just want to make sure those pulleys look to be about the same. So there's that through bolt that goes there. I'll get you there. That's where the big lead from the battery goes, that big red one. You see this one comes with a new nut. That's perfect. And then, kind of turn it around. There's that electrical connection. And you see that little clip that just clips right into there. Then right here, that is going to be where your grounding wire goes. So remember that bolt goes in there. So there's that connection, that connection, that connection. But first, we got to get this back up in there. I'm going to get that back up in there. And once we do, I'm going to get that bolt in there first, kind of get it sandwiched in. Well, I guess it does prove you don't have to take off all the stuff up top, take the tire off the vehicle and everything else to replace the alternator on your Nissan Titan or Armada. So if you like the video, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up. Support the channel if you want. We have these cool Titan shirts. There's a link down below to buy yourself one of those. So until next Tuesday, guys, we'll see you for another Titan Tuesday.